Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey family, let me share with you what Nora's closet has on her racks right now. You guys are going to love this. Hey family, let me share with you what Nora's closet has. Nora's Closet has a new name and a new website, you guys. I wonder what's going on here. Hold on. Hey everybody. Let me see what's going on. Let me exit out of here. How's that? How's that, everybody? I know it. It was just doing all kind of stuff, family. I was trying to mess with some stuff, and it had me on there 2 SPs. I got a twin sister. Oh my goodness gracious. How's everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up. I was just coming on this morning. It's just been a frustrating night. Good morning. Good morning, family. How's everybody doing? Good morning. She said, I need my wrench. She says, I need my wrench. Who is that? Z Davis? Z Davis? Say something, see if you got your rent. I don't know what's going on. So people been doing some stuff to my thing, and it's like doubling everything. The SP twins. Thank you, Cynthia. Yes. Good morning. Let me see who's in the house because we ain't had time to just come in here and chit chat. Hey, Danae, thank you for the super chat. I see you in the building. Let me get you a super chat. Let me see some. Let me put some things. So let me stop up there. There we go. Okay. I don't know. I like it. But let me see where that super chat is at. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys, you know what? I think what happens is I I think I know what I need to do. Check this out. Let me do that again. Let me do what I just did. I think I just learned something. See, sometimes it's good. Hey, KCK, thank you for the super chat. I think I just learned something. Sometimes you stumble on stuff, you learn as you go. And that's sometimes it's not always a bad thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I wonder if that's a different camera or something. Okay, you guys don't go nowhere. Let me try to do what I just did. Okay, what did I do? Let me try. Ruby Rice. Ruby, thank you for the super chat. You guys, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I'm learning some stuff and I came on here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I do see D Holla in the building. I want to say thank you, D Holla. She sent me a little gift, you guys, and I couldn't wait to get it. I will share it with you, but they're all gone. So I could show you the box. It was a box of cookies, and oh my goodness, I can say we tow him up because see, my husband, he's more sugar and I'm more salt, but I like to mix my salt with my sugar. So D Hall, I want to say thank you. Thank you for the cookies. Thank you very much. Um, I do have to go to the post office and drop everything off. I couldn't drop all the gifts that the people won or the winners because I didn't have one address and no need of me showing up two times. I know people be like, dang, you should have sent it. And I need to rewrite it out. But yeah, the cookies was good. I would show you the box, but they're gone. They're gone. I guess she ordered the sugar, the cookies, and they came and they had different. They had the chocolate chip, they had the peanut butter, they had some sugar cookies, they had some fudge and some macadamia cookies. But I tell you what, they shipped them. They were so good. They were so good. We were just opening up the packages. They taste like they were just really fresh. And when you stick them in the microwave, they get really hot and you get some ice cream with them. And I know I don't need it. I need to lose weight. I'm going to take a walk today. I am going to take a walk today. But I want to thank everybody for coming in here. Thank you guys. I don't know what was just going on a minute ago. I would like to try to do that again. Okay. That's my job calling me. Like I said, it was a difficult day last night. Anyway, I don't like to talk to the people in the office. I just don't. Because when you mess up, they say, "Oh, we just want to call to make sure we got a good scheduling." And then you call and then it'd be something different. That's what it usually happens. So it be what it be. We'll see what happens. Anyway, it be what it be. So should I call the office right now and see what they talking about? Could you guys hold on? Because they might want to tell me something. Then I'll be like, I'm mad. Matter of fact, let me just do that. Because um let me just do that real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, family. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. Lord, Lord, Lord. Anyway, uh, question everything said we on mute. I'm sorry, you guys. I am on call, so I have to answer my phone or I have to call them back within 10 minutes because they need to either ask me a question or they need to tell. I need to tell them what I did or what's going on or what's happening. So you only have a certain limited time to call them. But she said, I was just making sure it wasn't me. It's okay. Mm. Anyway, you guys, I got a little bit of time. Oh, Lord. Um, hmm, uh, I don't know if I told you guys, but a couple of nights ago, what was it? Sunday night? Um, we had difficulties. So, um, anyway, okay, I'm gonna try to get that off my mind right now. So the topic I wanted to speak on early this morning is the topic is let me go in here and see what's going on. Is what's going on with these mothers? I don't know if you guys seen this. Oh, I don't know if you guys seen this, but there was well, let me see if I can share it with you guys. That's what I was trying to do. Let me see if I can share it with you. Yeah. Let me see if I can share it. It says share. I want to share. It says share my screen. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna let me. Let me go with Chrome's. That's not it. This is the one right here. I want to show you guys something real quick. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know. It's not doing it. She says a little or don't hear it. I don't know why I can't share it. Kai Debbie said she couldn't hear it. Oh no, another yes, 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 yes. It's terrible. So um let me try to find it. So I don't know what's going on with my computer. It's all over the place. I was trying to share with you guys and it comes up, but it just not doing what I needed to do. Let me just go. Let me just find it and go to it. That's what I'll do. And you guys can just hear it. Okay. Okay. Let me find it real quick. Oh, it had to been on this phone right here. So I want to share with you guys what's going on. Let me see. Let me go in my history.
Caitlin Higgins admitted to shooting her 10-year-old and trying to cut out his tongue. As Tom Lally reports, it's been a difficult day for the Taylorberry neighborhood.
It was a heartbreaking moment when that 10-year-old's babysitter showed up here this afternoon. She says KJ was a good kid, and she can't imagine what would have led to this shooting.
I've never had an issue with KJ ever. He was a sweet, loving child. He was such a good boy. I heard the gunshots last night.
Neighbors spent the night trying to put together what happened. This arrest report paints that picture, saying a neighbor spotted Higgins with a gun and a child wrapped in a blanket. Police arrived to find her sitting on these steps that now hold memories of her son, who authorities found dead in the trunk of her car. Higgins later admitting to police she shot him and tried to cut out his tongue.
This is so unfair. This is so unfair. I mean, she had plenty of people if she was struggling, to drop him off, and we would have cared for him.
Maya Lancaster worried for KJ's 2-year-old brother, who police tell us is safe and with relatives.
It's just heartbreaking.
Less than a block away, Victoria Carter cares for her children and wonders how a mother could do this.
I'm sorry to that boy. It's like you can't even say sorry to the mother because she's the one that did it. And it's messed up.
It was just so close to home, and it just made me feel like, that could have happened, to any of us.
Taylor Alexandra says her mother has called the police on this family before for how Higgins treated her 2 dogs.
We don't understand why a dog would have to be out there doing ice storms and stuff. We thought that was unusual.
One of those dogs was still in the house Wednesday. Higgins has an arraignment scheduled for 9 tomorrow morning. For WHAS, I'm Tom Lally.
Okay, so did you guys hear that? She not only shot the 10-year-old boy.
I feel like I wish I could have saved the child. I'm like, I know I heard those shots. Like, was there something I could have done?
Taylor Alexandra lives nearby and heard gunshots Tuesday night near the home on Algonquin Parkway. She says she never could have imagined what police say happened at this home.
The guy across the street told my boyfriend, he was like, hey, I seen her carry a body to the car. It was a little body.
According to an arrest report, a neighbor called police to report a woman with a gun on the porch and says he saw the boy wrapped in a blanket. When officers arrived Tuesday night, they found blood on the porch. That's when they opened the trunk of a car and discovered the boy's body. Police say 28-year-old Caitlin Higgins admitted to shooting her son.
I already thought something suspicious was going on with this house due to the animal abuse.
Higgins has no criminal history, but records show she has received at least 3 citations from Metro Animal Services for dog neglect. Maya Lancaster, who babysat both of Higgins' sons, believes the abuse went beyond the animals.
He came once to the house with a black eye. He came to the house once again with scratches on his face and neck.
Lancaster says she did not contact Child Services, fearing retaliation by Higgins, who she knew carried a weapon. It's a decision she now regrets.
I didn't step up. I didn't do the right thing. I didn't listen. I should have said something.
And like Lancaster, many are still trying to understand why this happened.
I still want to see the good in her. And I hate myself for that because I know that she was struggling, and I know it can be overwhelming.
Wow. So I wanted to share some with you because you know how everybody is thinking that, and I say this because I'm seeing mother after mother after mother after babysitter after adopted mother after grandmother doing this stuff to the ones that are supposed to protect these kids. I just want to share this with you guys this morning. It's just I don't know how, and I'm being honest with you. I don't know how a woman can just take their own children out. We just seen this one lady in California. I think it's Resenda Boulevard. She took out 3 of her own kids, and she's saying, and here's the thing, and I'm just being real with you. She took out 3 of her kids. She admitted to it, just like this woman admitted to it. They're admitted to it. They're like, yeah, I did it. And this kid is 10. So you can't say, I mean, would you say that's have to do with being pregnant or postpartum depression or something? Exelos says it's mental health care is inadequate. Let me see. I can't imagine. Margie said, I can't even imagine. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We've been seeing a lot of it lately. We have been seeing a lot of it lately. Yeah, Resenda Boulevard. That's where the one mother took out the 3 kids. She said she was supposed to hand the kids over to the biological dad, and she went to the judge because they've been fighting about these kids. And I wanted to talk about it last week, but we were covering some of the California City Boys case, and Reseda. Actually, I said Reseda. Thank you. Yes, we have back to back. What is going on with these women? Women, I don't even know. The young lady just said, I want to see the good in her. Cynthia says, my son lives in Reseda. You guys, I mean, we as women, I don't know. Is something going on with the women? Could it be, mental health or both or something? Because this is not what we're supposed to do. So when people don't believe that a mother could do this, but we're seeing it. Even when we say it, we see it. Exelos says missing support to prevent it. Missing support to prevent it. So I know that one lady was like, I should have said something. You seen him come over with black eyes, scratches all over him. She's abusing the dogs. So much going on. I don't understand at all of these poor babies. If you don't want your babies, just reach out. I'm here to help. It don't have to be like this. Gidget, there's a lot of people on like YouTube, Facebook, wherever, all the other entities out there. And there's people that's saying, hey, I will take the kids. Even we're set up to go, hey, you can take a break or whatever. She could have reported it anonymous. Yeah, she could have. So I don't know what's going on. Her name was Liliana. Yeah, Liliana, the one out here in California, yep, that just killed her 3 babies. I agree. What is going on in this world? All these poor children. You guys, you know what's going on? I'm going to tell you what's going on. I got it all figured out. I may not have all the answers, but I guarantee you I can figure it out in a little bit. So I was thinking all night because, like I said, got some situations going on with my job or whatever. But nevertheless, I sit back and not, I can't really talk and speak on what's going on, but there's a client, and this client's fighting for their life. Little 1-year-old fighting for their life. So I didn't get a lot of sleep a couple of nights ago. Sunday night. I was all over the place. Been all over the place since then. And I see this baby fighting to live, to survive. You guys listen to what I'm saying? I mean, life support systems going, you know, they don't know when to breathe, when not to breathe. They're holding their breath, tears coming down, got to breathe for them, whatever. So I sit back and I see tears, face turning red, lips turning purple, things like that. You guys, I see it all the time. I see it all the time. And I wonder, what would make someone take a baby out? And not only that, do we help by closing our eyes when we see mothers, or we pick a side and we don't really think about the child anymore? It's like right now, with all the fighting on YouTube, all the things that's going on, we ain't even thinking about the boys. We ain't thinking about the boys. I mean, it's like it's just a conversation piece, or it's like, if you're not, 100 for this person, then I'm done with you. Or if you're not 100 for this person, I'm done with you. And I told everybody, you know what? If I get a strike, I take a strike. But I will tell the truth of what I see. We may not know who this person is standing out there. We don't know. And so, but we need to go look. We need to go back and we need to figure stuff out, because, and I know it's wrong. And I tell you guys, it's wrong. I will not point a finger at somebody and say, you done this. Or I'll say, biological mother, you done this and you done that. And I won't say, adopted parents, you done this, you done that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And to be honest with you, none of you guys know. None of you know. And we were happy to have boots on the ground and all the fighting and stuff going on. Now, we don't know what's going on. We know something's going on. People's taking down pages. I didn't take down my page. It was already taken down, because I said, you know what? I'm willing to accept if somebody say I did something. Well, okay. I don't believe that it was intentionally what you think or whatever, but I was just going back over it, dissecting something. I thought we were all in this together. I could have gave a couple of people strikes and I didn't. But nevertheless, let's go for the boys. Let's all talk about the boys. Let's talk about the boys. Let's talk about the boys. Let's talk about the truth. Not what you believe, not what I believe. Let's try to find the truth. Like I said before, can I please request a prayer request for Roro's mom? She is having surgery. Yes, we'll pray for Roro's mom. Heavenly Father, you guys, we come to you humbly. We come to you reaching out for Roro's mother, asking you to watch over her, watch over all the surgeons, all the doctors. Let everything be okay. We know that you say in your name, we can ask for anything. And if it's so in your will, and let it be done. We ask for her health to restore. We asking for the family to be restored. And we also asking for forgiveness for all the things that we're doing. But we come to you as the King of all kings, that if you say so, it will be done. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen. Roro and family, the West and their family, King Hill and his family, it seems like we are losing focus on if we can help some kind of way instead of who said what and who's sleeping with who's doing what drugs, and all of this, you guys, all of it. I just put in this morning, I did. The truth will set us free. Marge says, the truth will set us free. So, we need to get back in our books. We need to get back on track. Good morning, Tracy. I don't know why it is that these women is even in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got problems. Everybody. I got problems. I got problems, you guys. I just don't tell you guys about it. My boss just called me. So I'm just telling you right now. Right now, I don't even know where my notes is at. I had to call my boss this morning. I don't even know where my notes is. And we're stressing out. The problem with all these mothers killing their own children, SP, is a lot. Is me. Patty say, Patty, how you doing? The problem with all these mothers killing their own children, SP, is a lot. Is me, talk health, and when people reach out, they are rejected. You think they rejected? What about when we help someone that has done something wrong? Do that help the situation? What about that? If you guys want to call in, you guys can call in and talk to me because I'm not understanding it. Let me put this rolling number. I done figured something out, you guys. Hold on. I know how to do something. Hold on. Let me put this number in here so you guys can see it. How about that? There you go. How about that? So she said, yes, ma'am, we all do. So, you remember the one lady, her son did something to the baby, and then he went to his mama's house and she hid her son. She hid him, knowing that he done did something to this baby. So, thank you, Tracy. Does that help the person? When I know we love our kids and we love our brothers, we love our uncles, we love our husbands, and she didn't care about that child being whatever. She just was worried about her own kid. you know? I'm just saying. Me too. I don't have a schizophrenic, psychopathic breakdown. Psychotic breaks. We need to go back to God. You remember it? It's somewhere in the Bible, and the Lord, the Lord tells us that we would say what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right. You know. Hey, this is SP.
Hey, SP, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
That's good. I was just calling. I just wanted to say I work in the community. I lost my son to a drive-by shooting like 25 years ago. And since then, I've been working in the community to try to stop the crime. What I'm seeing is a lot of women, just like the women we're seeing, they're struggling with their children and their boyfriends and their jobs, and their whole life is a mess. The community does not want to go into homes and help these children. I was raised in a village. Everybody on the block helps each other with their children. You know, if a mother down the street saw a kid do something, they discipline them and take them home and tell their mother what they did. And they get disciplined again. But these mothers now, it seems like they're angry all the time. They're angry, and we can't figure out the anger.
What are they angry about?
Their lives. They're not happy. They have 2 or 3 children. Their boyfriend's not acting right. Their job ain't right. They don't have a job. They smoking weed. They doing everything to mask the anger, and they're not dealing with the problem. And some of them have mental illness, and mental illness is not being addressed. There's so much that I see. I also have an organization called Diamonds in the Rough KC, where I try to mentor young girls and women and try to help them. A lot of them are struggling so hard. They have so much pride. They don't want to say anything to anybody for fear of being talked about. You know, in certain communities, when people need help or they see others struggling, it's not like it used to be. Nowadays, they'll talk about each other and do a bunch of unnecessary things because we're in a new millennium and the whole vibe in the world is different. I don't know if you've noticed the change in the atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
There's been an atmospheric change.
Oh, yeah.
And we're in the last days. And God said that in the last days, all these things would happen. But God also instructed us to love one another. And working in the community, I told the community, I said, we need to start going and knocking on people's doors. And if we see women that are struggling, take their children for an afternoon. We need to go help them. Oh, no, I'm not going to nobody's house. If they want what I got, they have to come to me. Well, that's the wrong attitude to have if you're going to work in the community. When you see a problem, you're supposed to help fix it. And these homes are so dysfunctional. All the homes have left God out altogether. There's no God. And I'm sure there are some homes that are teaching their children about God and the 10 Commandments and all that. But most of these families have thrown God out. They don't want God in the school. They don't want God in the workplace. They don't want God in the home. They don't want God anywhere. And whenever you take God out of everything, what do you think you're going to get?
Well, you're gonna get what
we're getting.
Yeah, you're gonna get what you get.
We are going to get exactly what we are getting. Mothers killing their children because nobody's helping them. There's not a village anymore. God instructed us to love one another. And I don't see the love that we should be applying. And it makes my heart so sad to see that we as a people will not come together and help one another. You know, like I said, working in the community, I've had community leaders tell me, I'm not going to nobody's house. They got to come to me. What if some people won't come to you? We have to meet people where they are. And we're not doing that as a community. We need to get back to being a village. Don't you think? Because this whole lack of a village has blown me away. Like, people live on blocks with each other for years and don't even know each other. That was not the way it was when I came up. You know, I can't live on a block with people and I don't know who's around me. You know, when you go home, you're supposed to feel safe. And if I don't know who lives around me, I don't feel safe.
Right.
I have to know my neighbors. We don't even try to be neighborly anymore. It's so sad. My heart just breaks. And I'm almost to the point where I just want to stay in my house because every time I leave outside of my door, it's something.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times I don't even have to leave out my door. It's always something. And it's just people, it's like common sense is not common anymore.
Right.
You know, we have all these young women with children, and they're more concerned about their boyfriends than they are their kids. Or they're angry at the boyfriend and they take it out on the children. I've seen so many things that are wrong, but we don't have enough people with enough love to really say, okay, let's get together and go over her house and take the children for the afternoon. See if she needs something from the store. Let's help these women. We're not helping like we need to be helping.
Well, what do you think we can do? Just take them to the store or just go in the community?
My plan is once the virus is over, my plan is to actually, like, I had lived where I lived for like 20 years. I moved to a new neighborhood about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
When I moved to my new neighborhood, I actually introduced myself to all of my neighbors. I took them some brownies. I took them some cookies. I'm like, I'm Miss So-and-so. I just moved in up the street. If you need something, I'm here. Every one of my neighbors appreciated it. That's what they want to see on their block. What we need to do as a community, start in our own neighborhood. Some of us have family members that we know are struggling. We got some family members. Little Sally Jane over there got 3 kids and she's smoking weed all day, every day. And we know that. And we're not doing anything about it. You know, when we have a family member or a neighbor or somebody that we know is on drugs, a lot of times these people don't want help. But when you see people smoking weed all day and drinking and just not caring, and they're covering up something. And we need to, when we see those people, baby, can I help you? You know, what can I do to help you? You want me to take the kids? Do you need some food? Do you need some money? I know we're not rich. I'm not rich, but if I go and I see a young lady with 2 or 3 kids and she's drinking all day and smoking weed all day and not taking care of kids, I'm going to go ask her, baby, can I take your kids for a couple of hours? Or can I come in your house and watch it for you? You can go somewhere. We'll sit out on the porch. We have to reach out to these hurting people. It's so many hurting people, and hurt people hurt people. And it's like we're ignoring the hurting people because we're scared of what they might.
Hello? Hello? Uh-oh.
We're trying to help someone else.
Mm-hmm. I didn't hear the last thing you said. It went to somebody try to call in. What did you just say?
I said, if God sends me to go help somebody, he's going with me. And he's not going to allow those people to hurt me when I'm going to show them love and help them. So if we're where we need to be spiritually, we can go and help somebody else and not feel scared. And I just think we just need to get back to God, and we need to get back to loving each other the way God instructed us to do. And we see hurting people, we need to help them. All of us have a family that's hurting, family members that are hurting.
Right.
And it starts right there. Thank you for allowing me to speak, SP. I love your show. You have a great day.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys. And someone in the chat said that, yeah, we have been hearing about these are the last days. Ever since I was little, my mom would say, oh boy, these are the last days. These are the last days. And here, I'm still here. My mother's been passed away 10, 11 years ago. But, you know, my mother did tell me one thing. She told me that her mother, oh, not her mother, but her grandmother had told her how it was going to be. Like, you know, what we're seeing now is what my mother told me. Fathers
screwing the daughters. I can't remember how old the little girl was. She was like 3 months old or something. I mean, he killed her. He literally killed her by doing whatever with his own biological child. And go ahead. This is SP.
Good morning, SP. It's Kim.
Good morning.
You know, I grew up like that, a girl in a neighborhood where everybody knew everybody's kids.
Right.
And you didn't get out there and mess up, because you had the whole neighborhood that knew you. But back then there was a program where people had these signs on the doors that said safe place for our kids.
Mm-hmm.
We need to go back to something like that. People willing to go and get background checks, know that they're safe. Put a sign out there, let people know, if you need help, this is what we're here for. No judgment, no nothing. Give these women ways out. Because these babies, they're our future. And what life are we giving them if nobody's willing to step up and say, I'm here? Like, I've raised 4 children, I've got 9 grandkids, I've got an empty house. You need help? Bring your babies here. I don't care. We need to do something to help these women and these kids for a better future.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on. And I know that, we love our family. We love our sons. We love our husbands. We love our brothers and things. And if something comes about, it will be hard. And I'm not saying turn against the family, because I know all family has secrets or whatever. But at least you can get them some help. We just can't keep acting like it's not happening.
Right.
I think people are acting like it's not happening and they just go on. Get them some help.
Yeah, if family members see that need to step up, my kids know if my grandchildren come to me and say, my mama did this or my daddy did that, I am going to them. And I don't care if my kids are not. You're not going to hurt my grandchildren. That's it. I mean, I'm not going to allow that. And it might be my child, but you're an adult and you made the choice to have these babies. Be responsible for them. You need help, you come to me before you do it.
Right.
Don't come to me and say, Mom, when I'm looking at my grandchild and they got black eyes and beat up. So, oh no, it ain't happening. But we as families need to step up and say, look, if you can't handle them, I'll take them for a while. Get yourself together, get in there, get some help, and then come back and get these babies. But you're not taking them until you get that help.
Right.
We need to do something because this is not right. These babies didn't ask to be brought into this world.
Right.
And they sure as heck ain't saying, Daddy, beat me. No, they're not asking for that. Yeah. It's not fair.
I mean, did you hear what they said on this little boy? This just happened like a week ago. They said that this mother shot him in the middle of the night. She shot him and then cut out his tongue. He's 10 years old, and then cut his tongue out, and then went and carried him, rolled him up, carried him to the car, and just sit there.
And somebody in that neighborhood knew something was going on, and nobody did anything. I don't see how people can lay down at night and go to sleep and not just go through their brain. I mean, I don't understand. What happened to the neighbor? What happened to the person across the street that saw you hitting on your child and did nothing?
Right.
It's all of us that are responsible. We should be stepping up and saying, look, I understand. I've been there. So let me help you. There's nothing wrong. It's not going to cost you nothing to step up and say, hey, look, I love you. I'm here to help. It's not going to cost you nothing to do that.
Yeah, it don't. But sometimes you don't see those signs because I can tell you guys this story real quick. I mean, and it's not long, but I was working as a private nurse for a lady. She's gone now, but she had cancer, and she was in remission, and the whole entire time she was paralyzed and everything. But I was helping her cope with the cancer, and that you can still have a life as you go or whatever. And every day I did this for like maybe a year. And then one day I was going to work, and the people next door to her, it was a young couple. It was a Caucasian woman and a Latino man. They were together and everything, and they had two kids. Um, the police was out there, and I couldn't even get on the block. And I said, "What's going on?" And they said that the baby is dead, and I said, "What baby?" And they was like, "The baby, that lives at that house." It was right next door to where I go every day. And I would see the kids sometimes. Every day I would go. And it was like, well, what happened? Well, they ended up blaming each other. He blaming the mama, and she blaming him. And he was only but the stepdaddy. Now, I didn't cover that case. I was on YouTube at the time, but I didn't cover that case because I had spoke to him before, spoke to her before, and seen the babies. But that kind of hunts me that I didn't see the signs.
If we watch the kids, we can tell. The kids, they have a different demeanor about themselves. They're not looking up. They're not smiling. They're being isolated away. We've got to be more aware of these babies. It's just not. I don't see.
What about when somebody say, "These are my mother effing kids"?
Well, okay, they're right. They're kids.
What then? What do you do?
Then you pick up the phone and call 911 on suspicion. I'm not sure, but maybe something's going on right here. If the lady gets, the mom and dad gets mad, they get mad. But at least you did something. I mean, no, you shouldn't be calling 911 on everybody. That's just not right either. But if your gut tells you something's not right, then do something. Do something. I understand that, but I'm just letting you know, if you need anything, I'm here. And just walk away. They'd be mad, but it's going to be in their head. You would at least hope. I mean, these precious gifts from God that people are just destroying. I don't understand it.
I mean,
we carry these babies for 9 months. You go through all that pain to have them just to hurt them. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
No, I know it. I had 4 kids by the time I was 21. Me and my husband struggled.
I don't get it either. And
all my kids are grown, and I was robbed from having a granddaughter, but I've got 9 beautiful grandsons, and not one of them have been abused. And I thank God every day for that. But not everybody's like that. It's just not fair that we're not stepping up as human beings and helping. How much does that? Is it really you have nothing? You get spare 5 minutes of your time to just say, I'm here if you need me. I just don't understand. We need to do something to help these kids.
Right.
If the adults don't want help, don't get help. But don't take it out of your babies. There are too many of us out here that could take them and love them and raise them.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't get it, Essie. I don't know. It's just
I don't get it either.
Too much is going on in this world, and it's like we're turning a blind eye to this, and we need to stop.
Right.
Maybe it's going to take just one person out here to say, "I'm here." For somebody else to, well, she's brave enough to do it. Let's try it. It's going to take somebody to start it going. But we just can't keep backing away because somebody gets mad at us,
Right.
or they yell at us, or they call us names. You know?
Well, a young lady's in the chat. She said, I had someone tell me before to mind my own business, and that person came to me later for help.
Right. You know, they don't know we're here to help. Then they don't know. And that's our fault. And all of us that are right here in the family, there's enough of us here. There's got to be at least one in every town across the world here that can say, we're here. If you need us, we're here.
But
That's
you know what?
You know what?
But you know what, though? And I just want to talk to you for a minute because something's on my mind. And I know we're going to have a live tonight. So something's on my mind. But, you know, sometimes people don't want to see the truth. They don't want to know the truth. I've heard people say, I don't care what you say. You be like, you know, and then they start attacking. Or if you say something about someone, because they're not seeing something, they're like, oh, you know, you're wrong. Da 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 da. I mean, I seen channels shut down because they went against a narrative. We've got a strike. I wasn't even going against the narrative at that particular time. I actually was just going like, let's see what's going on here. Let's because you know we're hearing this, we're hearing that. Let's go back to and got a strike because. But I know what they're saying. They're saying, "Oh, you were defaming me." I didn't say anything about you. We were looking at the situation. But I saw the whole thing. Yeah, I so you see what I'm saying? What was so wrong about that video? Nothing. Because nothing. There's people right there, and you don't want people to see people right there. Who is those people? That was a question. That was just a question. Oh no, no, no. The people in your chat were saying some negative things. I don't get down like that. That's because some of the people that were over in our uh-oh. Okay. I saw the whole yeah. And so he went off and not understanding. I didn't say nothing about that person. I know. I know. Now, here's the thing. Okay, and I want to share this with everybody here because see, you guys are family. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Yesterday there was another channel holder was having a live and they were having conversation around the table thing. If you guys understand what I'm saying, don't have to put the name in the chat because I don't want to fight with nobody else. But I was watching because I do watch sometimes, you know, actually somebody tagged me and told me to come on, you know, and so I was watching. So I knew some stuff. I knew some stuff. And so I was on the phone actually with somebody at the time. And I said, yeah, I'm going to go on in there. And I'm going to ask, could I come up? I actually was going to say something else. But you know how sometimes the Lord stops you? Yeah. I was going to enlighten some people on some things, but the Lord stopped me. And my husband came in. He was like, where's dinner? You know, then people were calling. And I think they were doing it on purpose because when I answered the phone, it was never nobody. They would just hang up, hang up, hang up, hang up, hang up. They just kept calling. So my phone just kept on going in and out. And what I should have did, I should have went on my other phone, you know. But right. Nevertheless, I was going to share some things that day. But I thought to myself, would it make it better or would it make it worse? So some people like, just share, just share, just share, just share. And, you know, we got family that probably want to say something. But, you know, when you share and then everybody say they want to know, do they want to know to be nosy or did they want to know so they'll know? Because I tell you what, if I would have shared it, they probably would have had 1,000 people looking at them, following them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right after they know the truth or know something, they would have had 1,000 people following them. Like, and they would have been, I mean, it's almost like if you put the negative or if you say something, then next you look over there and there's 1,000 people over there.
Right.
And you're like, are we getting entertained by this?
Some people do. I think they do. I mean, some people love the drama and all that. They don't. When the truth comes out, as ugly sometimes as it is, it's the truth. You either can accept it and try to understand it, or move on. That don't mean go backbiting and making the problem worse.
Yeah.
That's how come I think we're not getting any answers about the boys. It's because there's so much backbiting. This one wants to be better than that one, and that one wants to do better than this one, and this one over here wants to be the only one to find the boys. That's not going to hit it.
Right.
The truth has got to come out, as ugly as it's going to get, and I believe it's going to get even uglier. That it's all going to come, all the truth needs to be out, and everybody needs to look at it.
But do you think it's all because of a YouTube channel? Because they didn't even have a YouTube channel when this first started.
Yes.
But you do?
Yep.
You think it's all because I want to be bigger than you, and I want to have your people, and I this and I that, you know? Huh?
Exactly. Yeah, I do. I do. And it's bad to say, because I go to each of these channels just checking in to see what's going on. And it's a bunch of backbiting, a bunch of untruths being told, and nobody wants to talk about the truth. Bottom line, it doesn't matter. I don't believe that the Bio family has to.
Because you know what happens when you talk about the truth? And I'm going to be honest with you. The minute you say something and it's true, trust me, it be true, or it's a little tip, guess what? 2 or 3 channels start attacking you, come against you, make up some stuff, say some stuff, flag your channel, ding, ding, ding. You be like, I thought we wanted the truth. Oh, you're spreading lies. You're changing the narrative and you're doing this. You be like, whoa, okay, I tell you what, we can just keep rowing this boat. We just keep rowing the boat. Everybody wishing and wanting something to come out.
Something's going to come out. It's going to, all in time, but with all the backbiting that's going on, and I've got to be better than you. No, I got to be better than you. Going on, they're forgetting the whole thing. Where are the boys? That's the bottom line. It doesn't matter if so and so said something before you do. As long as it gets out there, everybody see it and hear it and believe the truth, or we're never going to find these babies. I don't feel that the Bio family has the kids because I don't see that they would put these boys through. They couldn't go to school.
Yeah.
They can't take them to the doctors because, the baby that has had the broken leg, there's a giveaway. They can't get immunization records. They can't use birth certificates. So I don't feel that the Bio mom would do that to the babies. I believe it goes right back to the other two.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to see that. They want to blame the Bio family when they're not looking at the big picture. The big picture.
Right.
It's like that. So we're not getting to where we need to be. The truth is ugly, and nobody wants to understand that. It's not always pretty. There's a lot of ugly in the truth, but it's the truth.
And the police can't come out and say certain things. But if people knew what the police would say, they'll be sitting there, da 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 da. So people just run around tearing people apart.
And what good is it doing? Is it getting the boys back? No. Is it helping find the boys? No. I don't think this is going to be a good outcome for the kids. I don't. Because it's been too long.
And that's what I tell people. I say, we stay on the fence. We stay on the fence. Yes, if we can help, make sure flyers get out there, billboards, banners, whatever you need it for, we put that over there, and then we do what we can do. If we can help, we help.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that we on your side because there is no side. It's the children.
I'm on the side of the babies.
That's
My
right.
wife.
And
Okay,
I don't
and
think people understand that. It's like we just want to know where the boys are at or if they're okay. Because okay, if they're gone already, okay, they're gone. We need to still find them
right,
and give them a proper burial. But if they are
exactly.
alive, they're still in danger.
You know, it's like I brought up to one of the other people when they went out, and it still bugs me to this day. And it's an ugly thing to say, but it's the way I see it. That trash was empty before they went on the 21st.
Now what now?
I don't. Okay, one of the other channels had went out to the house, right?
Uh-huh.
And they opened up the trash can.
Uh-huh.
The trash can was empty.
Okay. Yeah.
Everybody else's trash had not been emptied yet.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Well, why you say it was empty? I thought there was all kind of the
Alcohol
bottles in there.
Right, that's all of it in there. Of a family of 6 children and 2 adults.
Okay. It could have been empty because the police had already took it.
I don't think so. I don't. See, I don't.
You don't think so? You think that
No.
they're not going to take that trash?
I don't think that. I think that trash was empty before the cops were called.
Oh, okay. But if there was anything in there, they would have took it.
Right. But this was done.
I don't think that they would have left a whole bunch of alcohol bottles in the trash for YouTubers to find them and say, look, you guys, they got a whole bunch of alcohol bottles, because that would have been evidence that, you know what I'm saying? That's part of evidence.
All that alcohol bottles, I think, was put in the trash after. Because, I called the trash place over there what day they pick up the trash. And the day that Jacqueline and Giselle come out, you see all the trash cans behind them? That's their regular pickup days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They called the cops 2 days before the pickup date.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the trash before then? Just, it's stuff that I can't get over that feeling. And it just is wrong. I don't think it's going to be a good outcome for these babies, and that's sad. Because nobody is looking at stop with the Wild family and the Johnson family. Let's go for the babies. Where are the kids? They wouldn't. I'm not saying God forbid if they did. Did they put the babies in the trash? We couldn't find them now. We tried. So many people are not looking at the babies. The one brother said the last time he saw the boys was on the 19th. When they left the house on the 19th, the boys weren't with them.
Who said that?
One of the brothers.
Yeah.
The older boys.
Yeah.
And that came from the chief.
Yep.
They questioned that the boys.
That's what John Walker said.
Right. Okay. Where were the boys on the 19th? And Mike had his camera on the house on the 19th.
If that was true, here's the thing. Sometimes you can coach people to say things, and he probably did say it, and then later on, as they question and answer, and you know how they do it, they play games and say, well, what did they eat, and where did y'all go, and things of that nature. That's why I said they would have took the trash, because it would have showed what they would have ate. Or did she open up a can of tomatoes or whatever to make some spaghetti or something? They would have took the trash to see if that was true. But when John Walker was talking, he even also said the grandmother said the last time she seen the kids was the 19th.
But they didn't leave the house with them kids when they supposedly went shopping in Bakersfield.
Well, here's the thing.
And they
we don't know if they didn't leave the house. We don't know that. We know we think we seen 4 little heads get in the van.
Right.
So, okay, even though here, this is what I'm saying because it can be torn apart. Well, what 4 was that? Right, right.
You're right.
Okay, now here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. See, what 4 was it? We don't know, right? We don't know.
No.
But here's what we do know. So you got 2 big kids and you got 4 small ones. Now, here's the thing. Did you see big kids get in the van or did you see 4 small ones?
I see 4 heads.
You see 4 heads?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me share something with you. And I'm just showing you how the attorney's going to go in there and tear that apart because for one reason, I'm going to share this with you. Okay, when we're looking at the video, we seen 4 heads. We seen 4 smaller individuals. We did not see a bigger, like a 10, 12, 14-year-old. We did not see that. See what I'm saying? Right. So we actually seen 4 kids. I mean, well, we seen 4 people. We don't even know if it's those kids because remember, Jacqueline's mother came over with 3 kids the next day.
Yeah, but the grandma said that they dropped the 4 babies off at her house, and not the little ones because they were too little, or they were sick or something.
Well, still,
no, this is sad.
I'm just saying, they don't have to say everywhere about. I mean, that is not like a fact. Like we only seen 4 heads, but what 4 heads did we see? We don't know. Yeah. They could have went and picked up the other 2 at Juju's house, or they could have picked up the other 2 over here at, or they were already at grandma's house. So now, you know what I'm saying? Because evidently, I'm going to be honest with you. Think about this. Evidently, they're not arrested right now. Because that would have been a really big flag, a big lie, and it wouldn't have added up. John Walker said it added up. So, okay, if we need to think that it added up, the FBI let it add it up and you lied, wouldn't they be in jail right now?
You would hope so.
No, not hope. Wouldn't they be in jail if they lied? They would. Remember Breonna Taylor Rose, the young lady that said that her kid came missing up in the middle of the night, and she was first. She was, she was cooperating. And the minute she said she wanted a lawyer, they said that she's not cooperating.
Right.
Yes, I will be coming on at 5 p.m.
Okay, I'll be there.
And the minute that she stopped cooperating, guess what? They let her go, but they knew she started lying. They knew some lies. You know what they did? They went and picked her up because of the lies. And then they went to go search for them kids or that child. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Didn't they do that? They picked her up because she started, they knew that she had lied because they went to the grandma and she said that the kids was over there to the grandma and the kids visited the grandma a year ago or such and such or whatever. Well, you know what? The grandma said, them kids that child ain't been here. And they put a warrant for her arrest. And her sergeant that was driving her, y'all seen her pass out in the car and everything. She started vomiting and everything. It was like, we got to take you in or whatever. She started vomiting. They said she swallowed something, tried to kill herself.
Well,
but you see what I'm saying? They would have already arrested him. Even if it's something small, they would have arrested him for that. Look at Lori Valor. She said her kids was over here, over there, and I'm not going to tell you where the kids are or whatever. You know what? They arrested him for a lie. But couldn't, we haven't seen Chazelle, we haven't seen Jacqueline. Could they be the ones detained?
I don't know. Because they went MIA. Nobody has seen them for a while.
But I hear that they're not detained. You know,
those two make themselves look so bad. I would hope that Jacqueline wouldn't be a part of that. You know, how you can sit there and you can watch, hypothetically, your husband beat these kids to death or hurt whatever, and you say nothing. I don't see how a person can do that.
well, yeah, I can see it. I see it done all the time.
You know, I just don't understand how, you know, I don't care. A man could beat me to death, but you're not hurting my babies. No, it's not going to happen.
So everybody was sitting back going, well, Chief Pear says he put out a statement and says he want to know if anybody seen the kids go to the doctors at the park or at the such and such, at the such and such. So here's what I'm saying. Now check this out. He didn't say with these two people, the adopted mama, the adopted daddy. He didn't say that. He said just the kids. He said, have y'all seen the kids anywhere? Think about it.
Kids just think they go to the doctor.
No, think about it. Think about what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because usually, think about this. Usually, if the chief of police is going to ask us, have we seen these kids? Wouldn't you put up the adopted parents' picture and say, or be seen with these kids? Why he's not saying seen with these kids?
I don't
Why
know.
he just say, if anybody's seen the kids? What do you mean seen the kids? Wouldn't they be with the adopted parents since they adopted them and they got them? Come on.
Yeah, you're right. You know, and I don't believe that they turned the kids over to the bio mom. I don't, because she couldn't keep them. The bio family couldn't keep them. Those children would never be allowed.
It don't even have to be. It don't even have to. See, this is what everybody assume, because what I'm saying, they assuming, well, it's got to be either Jacqueline and Trezell, or it's got to be the bio family. No. It could be anybody.
Yeah.
It could be anybody. You know what? Think about this scenario. Let me just give you a scenario. Okay. I got a cousin or something. And so I go over to her house and I say, hey, she'd be like, girl, I'm going to let such and such claim these kids. And, I'm going to get some money because, see, the state going to give you that little supplement right there for these two kids. They're going to give you, what, $1,400. But I'll let her keep the kids and I ain't got to even do the work. You know what I'm saying? Because I already got these four. That make sure I got these two, and I'll give her $500 a month. I'll give her $500 a month. She can even claim the kids. I'm not talking about no biological anything. I'm just telling you, there's all different kind of scenarios out there. Yeah. And then so this woman over here keeping these kids, and she getting $500 a month. But then when she falls in love with these kids, she say, you know what? You didn't even know her real name, so she just moved and she got the kids. And she gets mad. She gets mad at you and say, give me. I'm not giving you the kids. You give me more, because now the stimulus check. Give me the stimulus check because I'm taking care of these kids. You don't even kept the stimulus check, and then they start fighting about this money because something happened in 2020.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Yeah, something did. And we take it back to CPS. How in God's name did they allow them to adopt so many children so young, and neither one have a job? I mean, you've got to be able to support these children before you can adopt them. Right. They're not going to just hand them to, well, yeah, we'll get them over here so they go jump on, AFTC or whatever. No, the system doesn't work like that. Something happened somewhere. Little kids never should have been given to their tax parents. They had already had the foster kid that they adopted, and then here comes these two babies. Okay, wrong. Something's not right. And fostering is fostering. They're not going to keep letting you adopt and adopt and adopt and adopt if you can't afford them. That don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, what you come say, you got it right, but you got it wrong. But see what I'm saying? You know what? It's all it could be about money. Them stimulus checks came out, and everybody's like, well, I got your kid over here, so you need to give me that money. It was like, what? I mean, that's still my child. And then it can be a big old fight. Because I'm gonna tell you something. That stimulus check started coming out, and somebody else is watching your kid or got your kid or whatever, then they'd be like, if you don't give it to me, then you know what? I'm not going to give you your kids.
Well, I would hope that didn't happen, because then that person would be kidnapping them. I mean, if somebody brings me their children and they say, you keep them. Trust and believe, we're going down to Notary Public. You go fill out a piece of paper saying you gave me custody of these children, and we're going to notarize it. If I'm babysitting your kids and you don't never come back for your kids, I'm calling and turning you in and telling them, I'll keep the kids, but I'm just letting you know the mom just abandoned the kids or the dad abandoned the kids. But I'm not going to hide somebody's kids out for them because I don't want to take care of them. I'm just going to let you have them. No. But that's me. I couldn't do that. But other people, maybe they don't. Psychologically, they're broke. I mean, they just don't care. I don't see Giselle caring about anything.
Right.
I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but everything that I'm finding out his upbringing isn't the best. So I mean,
I know that. You know what I seen on that video, that interview video? Everybody was asking him questions and stuff, and he was like, should I answer that or such? And I always said he has something in his ear. Now, everybody can say what they say, but I'm telling you what I seen and what I think. And he got confused or whatever, and they were trying to tell him what to say, and that's why he was like, no, and all this other stuff. But I know one thing. I know if you go back on there, he says, and you got to go to the real video. You can hear him say, it's the reporters got it. The reporter, the 23 and whatever the other channel was, I think it's 17 or 7 or whatever, but they've got it. You can hear him say, I don't know what to say. That's what he says. He mumbled, but he said it, and he was like, I don't know what to say. And I thought to myself, what? You know what I'm saying?
Well, one, why don't you know what to say? Does your baby zero emotion? Let's see out of either one. Not one, even a tenth of fake cry. Nothing.
In the interview, he says, especially when they were talking to him, and he was like, yes. He was like, yes. And that people was like, oh, that's military. No, that's mama. That's mama. That's mama that taught you to yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Even adopted parents get an emotional attachment to the children. There would be something there, some facial something, and they're blank, they're cold. You see nothing.
Yeah.
But 2 robots. I mean,
and maybe she didn't have the kids all year. Maybe she, like I said, it don't have to be the bio mother or the bio family. It could be anything, somebody else. I'm just saying.
I don't believe the bio family has the babies.
Who knows? Who do they got in custody?
I don't know.
And isn't it kind of really quiet now?
Yep. And if they did, how sad would that be that the bio family would do this to the babies, knowing that they could never go to a public school? Could go to no school. You have to have birth certificate, immunization records, physical, eye exams, all that stuff to go to school.
Exactly.
They couldn't get it.
Exactly.
So,
and you know what happens to those kids? They be behind, and sooner or later, somebody's gonna know. You're trying to teach the kids this is your name. They change their names to something else. I think a lot of like some things that were done, not intentionally, like some of the things that some people uncovered should have been left, and I'm glad I didn't do it. But
Yeah.
like somebody came on and found out that those kids' names were never changed. They've always been Classic and Sincere, and that probably shouldn't have
They shouldn't have come out.
put out there. That shouldn't have been put out there because maybe they were trying to, forbidden, like I don't know. I don't know.
I don't see that's probably where you can go and check that out. I mean, was their adoption papers filed or whatever? I mean, but since there hasn't been anything found,
Right.
maybe I don't know. I just would hope that the Bio family wouldn't do that to them kids. I do, because the babies would never they would not have a life. No
Right.
school, no friends, no getting driver's license, no nothing.
Right.
So what would be doing to them? Be future people going to prison because what something out of they had no control over, they suffer for.
Exactly.
I just don't understand how we have children, we carry them, we grow up, we have miserable to have these little precious things, and then we destroy them.
Yeah, we do.
I just don't get it. I don't understand it at all. Like I said, in my house, there's a big old place I live in by myself and a dog. And if you don't want your babies, knock at my door. I got plenty of room. My dog loves kids. Don't hurt them. God, don't hurt the babies.
Right.
Because they didn't ask to be brought here.
Exactly.
And I would hope to God that the Vile family wouldn't do that. I don't think. No, I don't like Roro. I don't think she would be a part of something like that. I just don't see that in her. But all I care is that everybody's quit backbiting everybody, talking bad about everybody, and get our brains and our heart together. It's about let's get together and find these babies no matter where they're at. If they're with the Vile family, as long as they're healthy and taken care of, fine. If Jacqueline and Giselle did something to the baby, then they need to be punished for what they've done. But let's find the kids. Let's stop this. The baby's got to be found. Stop hurting our children, and people step up and do something to help. How hard is that?
Yeah.
If they call you a bad name, so what? Is that the worst thing you've been called in your life?
Right.
They're just names. But let's the babies. What can we do to help them? Where are they? Let's find them, no matter what, good or bad. If the babies aren't with us anymore, then they have the right to be buried properly. Because all of us now are emotionally involved in these kids.
Right.
Where are our babies? And the skin color means nothing. Nothing. They're babies. And if we don't step up and help, what good are we doing? That's what we're supposed to be here for. To help these kids. We help the parent, great. If we can help the parent get the right track, do better, that's what we're supposed to do. God didn't put us on this earth to turn our backs on each other. And that seems like what's going on.
Exactly.
The channels are doing it. The YouTubers are doing the worst job about destroying each other.
Mm-hmm.
People are separating. They're coming up with all these things about this person and that person. And the whole thing is, you were on there with the kids.
Yeah.
And now what are you doing? You're not looking for the kids. You're defending what somebody else says. Who cares what they say?
Right.
If you know in your heart it's not true, move on from it. Who cares?
Right.
The end result is supposed to be for the kids.
This is no arrest directly related to the boys. Chris says no arrest directly related to the boys.
This don't make sense. Everybody got mad.
See, people say something and they don't know. Chris, how do you know? Who do you know? How do you know? Who do you know that's arrested? Who do you know that has been detained and called down there? See? So we're not talking about that. You know why? Because there's so much distraction. But who do you know? Do you know, have anybody been detained?
Who cares about that? If they're arrested, let us know. Detained, who cares? I mean,
Leanne says not really arrested. True. Right.
That's wrong. People like stuff like that. We need to be careful what we say because we get our hopes up thinking, okay, we're closer, one step closer to finding these babies, and it comes out that it wasn't even right. And then emotionally, we're brought back down to the bottom. We're feeling bad because we thought something good was going to come out. We're going to get closer.
Right.
If somebody's arrested for the boys, that's what I want to hear.
Right.
I don't want to hear so-and-so being called down there, so-and-so being detained. I want to know if somebody is arrested for the babies.
So but I mean, I believe that once we find out that like some people has been detained or questioned, I mean, it would broaden our understanding, like what is really going on. So we won't have to be like, oh, I mean, it's going to be a shock. It don't matter who it is. It's going to be a shocker. And it may be somebody we don't know.
It can be Joe Blow down the street. I mean,
yeah.
The boys. It's about the boys. It's not about Grandma West being brought in or Jacqueline's mom being brought in or whoever. Who gets arrested for these boys is important to know. True. But let's find out where these babies are.
Right.
If we can find the babies, the rest will come out. It doesn't matter if they don't get them now or tomorrow or next week. Let's find the kids. The truth is going to come out eventually. When, God only knows. But we still need to find them babies. Regardless of the outcome.
Right.
You know, so anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I mean, I'll get back on the air.
I'm
so overwhelmed with all this.
Well,
that we need to stop picking on each other.
Yes.
You know, and focus on these beautiful babies God gave us all.
Yes. But you know why that happens is because a platform may be going rock hard for this particular person. And so then everybody's like, yeah. You know what? You can say something all day long. It doesn't make it true.
No.
You can say it 50 million times. 50 million people can be in agreement with you. It doesn't make it true. But people be like, yeah. And so they have, so I mean, in every channel, it's gotta be and I try to see it this way, I try to see it that way, I try to stay on the fence. I don't ever want to point my finger at somebody and say, you done this, or let people think that this. And so I want to say that because I know people know, I do know things that everybody don't know, a lot of things that, but if it was factual, if there was receipts, if there was evidence of it, you know, that I can share it without getting sued or something, you know what I'm saying? I would say it. But if
that we don't know is true. So we see and hear things sometimes that aren't true, or we just don't know. And if we put that out there, what good are we doing?
Right. Now, I can understand making an honest mistake and saying, well, I got this receipt or something, and it still don't add up. That's a real mistake.
Right.
But to really do some damage to somebody and say, well, you know, we got this, it adds up, but we don't know about this. No, you can't put that stuff out there.
No, I mean, nobody knew Jacqueline or Giselle before this happened, okay?
Right.
Nobody knew anything about them. Now they're coming up with all this other stuff that there's no proof of. I don't care about that. I care about facts. Okay? If it's facts, it's true, then we have something more to go on. But this one saying this and that and saying that don't matter to me. It's like everybody got mad at Giselle. Now I'm not defending him by no means. When he said it played out. But when Chief said it, nobody said a word.
Right.
So what is the difference? Why are we judging Giselle for what he said, but nobody's judging the Chief for saying the same exact words? Stop judging people. I mean, because you don't want somebody to point the finger back at you.
Somebody
it's not our
says,
job to judge nobody.
right.
That's one person's job, and it's not ours as human beings to sit up here and point the finger and say, wrong, 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 wrong. No, that's not right. That's not what we're here for.
Right.
We're not supposed to be judging other people because they say or they do something that we don't like.
Right.
Because if that's what you're going to do, you're not any better than anybody else.
Right.
You stop judging and open up your heart and your mind. You might find something in there that you can base something on.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm not saying Jacqueline and Giselle did it. I'm not saying the File family did it. All I care about is where these kids are. And then when everything else comes out, we'll see.
Right.
But I'm still not going to judge them because it's not my job. When I die and I meet my maker, that's not going to be on my judgment.
Right.
I'm not going to judge nobody.
Yeah.
I make enough mistakes in my life, and I've been judging of my life. I'm not going to tell you to do that.
Right.
No. So, but anyway, I'll be back on it. Bye when you're on.
All righty.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, you guys. I'm going to take a couple more phone calls because I see a couple of people were trying to get in. I was trying to learn how to pin. I just found out how to pin, you guys. So, see, there's always reason to come on here. That is our other channel, you guys, letting you know that's SP News Nuggets After Hours. So if anything ever happens that we lose this channel, we do have another one. So if you're not subscribed to the other channel, go over there, subscribe to that channel, and come back on over here. We're waiting on those phone calls to come back in because some people were calling. They said they got something to say to me. So I'm just waiting for them to say what they need to say. And I'm waiting on you to call. I wasn't trying to ignore you. So do what you got to do. BJC, you go, SP. So Barry Morphew says was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. Okay, I don't know about no Barry. Hey, this is SP.
Hi, SP. My name is Julie. I've been listening since this all started. You're doing a beautiful job.
Well, thank you.
My question I've tried to find an answer to is the neighbor next door that did the videos. Do you know that if he actually lived at the apartment that they lived at, and where did they live before the apartment?
Well, I know there was a channel that came out and said that he did, but I couldn't tell you if he did because the name that everybody's calling him is not his name. Everybody's calling him Mike, but that's not his name. And I know that for a fact.
Okay.
So I got a receipt. But that doesn't mean that, like some people, like, my name is such and such, but people call me SP, or my name could be, Sheila, but people call me, Sonny or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that.
Yeah, because most people know me by Juju. So.
And I keep saying Juju.
Yeah, I hear that.
And you be like, oh, she's saying my name. I say, oh. I said, and Juju. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I had sent you a message to let you know this case has touched me so much. I used to volunteer and work for CPS and DCFS. And I would take the whole family into my home for 30 days and help them work through whatever struggles they were having that I could help with, and then get directions for them to help other people, to come in and help them. And what that lady was saying earlier about, reaching out to the community, don't wait for them to reach for you. It plays a big, big difference. And I would have to report back to, and,
I didn't hear the
some of
last
them
thing.
didn't keep their kids, but some of them got to keep their kids, and I seen that they had a beautiful life after, and that's what made it worth it.
Okay.
And I also have gone and bought a dog that the vet has cleared to be awesome for search and rescue on people. So I'm going to train her and pay for all that, and it will be volunteer. So anytime it's needed, all anybody has to do is contact me. I will come with the dog. It'll be about a year before she's done. I know it don't help now, but hopefully in the future it will.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So you will have a dog trained and ready to go.
Yeah.
In about a year.
Saying, does anybody have a dog? Anybody have a dog? And I'm like, well, somebody's got it.
Yeah.
But if I can do that much to help in the future, I will.
All right.
So I appreciate you and everybody else. And yeah, we just got to look backward. Where were they before that? Where were they before that?
Right.
It's the only way we're going to find the kids, not worrying about what everybody's doing today.
Right.
Because they're gone. What they do today ain't going to lead us to where they disappeared.
You're right. You are absolutely right about that.
And that's all I got to say.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, honey, and God bless everybody.
God bless you. Hold on. Hold on, y'all.
Please leave your message for 7.
I need that person to call me that just text me that says that you got some information. You might got a picture. Give me a call right now. I'm waiting. Okay, but let me text you because you may not know who I'm talking to. Because I just called you. You see, you got it. Call me. Are you not going to call me? I have found a picture of the boys that might be recent. I'm not sure. I mean, it looks to me that they look a little older. I don't know. And the question I have for you is when Trezell called the police, can you confirm that he called the non-emergency number, not 911? First of all, I see the pictures, and those are not recent pictures. Second of all, I can tell you what a lady told me about the phone call. The lady told me she heard it on her scanner. She didn't hear the 911 call, or was it non-emergency, but she heard when the dispatch came out and said that she didn't say he, she said she, as a female, had called and said that 2 toddlers had wandered off from the backyard. I can't tell you if it's a 911 call or it was non-emergency. So I hope that answers your question. I want to know which neighbor Trezell asked about 2 black small kids. I want to know that too. Who was he talking to? I want to know that too. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. If anybody wants to call in, please do not use all caps. Please do not. We don't want our channel to be taken, especially if you put something in there and I don't catch it. But I'm pretty sure we got mods in here. Make sure they know. The K9 dogs for which case? For the next, in a year. The coming up year, she's getting a dog ready. That's what she said. Nice surprise, SP. Oh, yeah, I know. I got to call my job back. I'm finna go drop off these gifts, these prizes that everybody won. And SP, is so much going on in Bakersfield right now. It's crazy. I know. We are going to discuss, there's a case that I've been looking at. I got to get it together, but I'm going to get on off of here. I'm glad that we got to talk. That's all we were doing this morning. We was chit-chatting. Sometimes we do pop-ups, you guys. So if you're not, subscribe to the channel so you'll get those pop-ups. Sometimes you miss that stuff. And then I lock it down. I do. Hey.
Hello, SP.
How you doing?
Oh, I guess all right. We're not online, are we?
We're live right now.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, honey. I thought you were leaving and I didn't know, and there's something I want to tell you, but I just can't do it live. I just can't.
Okay. I'll get off here.
But I will tell you. Do you want to just call me back? You've got my number.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So you guys, I told everybody that I was giving the people some time to see if they was going to come on. They have not got back with me, so that answers that. Hey, this is SP.
Hi, SP. This is Cynthia in Waxahachie.
Hey, Waxahachie.
How you doing,
Miss Cynthia? How you doing? What? See, I said it right, didn't I?
Yes, you did. I have a serious issue.
What's going on?
I took my message out because I didn't want to get off the subject of the boys, but this is similar. But okay, I've been babysitting this little girl for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I worked for MHMR for over 30 years, and plus I had the daycare, and plus I was babysitting in my house.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody knows I love kids. So my last 2 that I babysit for, they would be graduating this year. I'm very proud of that. But so I was babysitting this little girl, and she's 3 years old. And I knew the mother from my god sister.
Mm-hmm.
Now all this time, the baby, I would take the mom to work because her car was broke down, and I would keep the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes the baby would never want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, the baby had started calling me Nana. My other grandkids call me Mima. So I just she was like, Nana, I don't want to go. So she was like, well, you can stay. Yes. And I would keep her for a whole week.
Yeah.
Because every weekend she was going out of town.
Yeah.
And leaving her with here and there. So this is the thing I'm going through right now. So a couple of weeks ago, she said, oh, I don't have to go to work this week. I was like, oh, well, I'm up and ready. I thought you had to go, which was on a Monday. So I didn't hear from him all that week, and I just went on did my little test I was doing and resting or whatever. So,
and you had the kid?
No, she kept her. I don't know where she was. She kept her at home, I guess.
Okay.
But I went to my big brother's house. Well, he's my big brother cousin because I'm the oldest. He's just my cousin, but I call him my big brother.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "This girl wants you to contact her with some information about the baby." And I'm like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, okay." So my stomach started turning and everything. I just get in the car and I zoom down the street and I pulled in front of the house and the girl came out. I was crying and mouth wide open, snotting and everything at the same time. This woman told me that baby wasn't hers.
What do you mean? The baby wasn't hers? The baby never was hers?
No.
Whose baby was it?
I'm still trying to find out.
Did this happen recently?
Yes, ma'am.
Girl, get out of here.
SP. She told me so much stuff. I think that person that called me that just texted me. She told me so much stuff to where the girl was hooking and druggy. I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? How we have blind eyes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I know, and I said, well, baby, I said, you know what? Since your car broke down, I don't have a problem with taking you to work. I don't do anything.
Well, how old was the baby? Okay, hold on. I can't hear. What did you? I don't know why my phone keeps. Somebody's playing with it. How old is the baby?
3.
3. A boy, a girl? A girl, right?
A girl, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I even had her for the whole week of Easter.
Girl, get out of here.
Look, I'm like you, SP. I got receipts and pictures. I dressed her up for a little unicorn, and we took different kind of pictures. We had a play date.
Did you reach out to the police and to see if?
No, well, let me tell you, this is the problem. The following week, the weekend after, you know how God just spoke to me. He said, "Cynthia, open your eyes." And I was in my kitchen when he said it.
Right.
And I was like, oh, you know, then that's when I found out. So I'm like, okay, I text her. So I just came out point blank. I said, who is the baby's mama? And when you said how people say the MFers,
yeah,
first thing out of my mouth, she texting. Them MFers always in my business. Everybody, they don't know what they talking about. Matter how I got it, she mine.
Exactly.
Mind you, me and this baby done went out to eat. We done went shopping. We done had a good time. We went to the park. What if somebody had to walk up to me and say, "Why do you have my baby?"
Exactly. Or you would have got stopped, or police came and got you.
Exactly. And I don't even know anything.
Wow. Well, they're probably going to reach out to you later on. You probably need to reach out to them.
Wait. This is not even the conclusion.
Oh, okay.
She said she called me boo and cry. We had no lights. And my ex-boyfriend turned off the lights. All my food going on. I was like, where are you? Mind you still in Big D.
Right.
So I said, well, where is the baby? Well, I'm at my friend girl house, and she at my friend girl house, mama house. I say, what did I tell you about that? Corona is still alive.
Right.
And while you at your friend girl house, you say she's at your friend mama house. Wherever you don't know who going in your friend mama house.
Right.
That's even if you're the friend mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, all I know, they in Big D somewhere. I have not a clue.
Oh, okay.
I've been passing by the house, no action, no nothing. I haven't seen the person that lives across the street outside to even ask, have you seen her?
Right.
I mean, she done MF'd it. I told her, hold up, baby, you got the wrong one.
Exactly.
I said, you should have left her here. It's not like I didn't offer it. She know I'm a good person. She said, the baby love you. She did. I just want to know who is the mama.
Well, who
I've
knows?
been here on and off all my life. And now I'm totally confused. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah. Did you look on the list of exploitation of children in there?
Yeah, I looked on there,
Did you
but
look
I
on it?
had also some other people checking, and one told me that the way she supposedly, well, it's all mixed up too because somebody else had her, and then she supposedly, the real mama's supposed to be in prison.
Oh,
So,
my.
and they all into this drug thing, and I don't know. I don't even know what to do. Then when she called me about the light, she said the ex-boyfriend called CPS on her. In her same voice, she turned around and said, I'm hiding her. Where?
Well, I don't know.
She won't answer the phone.
Oh, somebody says sometimes the moms are in jail and trusting anyone except CPS to care for the children.
That I understand, but she should have told me that from the beginning. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I got so many adopted nieces and nephews. What's one more?
Exactly. Right.
I have 7 grandkids. My next to the baby granddaughter just turned 8 yesterday. The last grandson, my number 7, turned 1 last month. So
Could you just imagine what that kid is going through with all these people and the, you know what?
exactly, and she would never want to go home. And I was like, well, she could stay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then one weekend she went on the weekend and I got her. She's like, well, I called somebody to come pick her up, but she kept saying, I want to go with Nana. I want to go with Nana. So she called me. I said, well, I'm on my way. And I jumped in my car with my robe on and went and got the baby.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And she was ready. She was sitting on the porch with her bag and everything. And I kept her. I told which I thought was her mom. I told her, I said, we see you after you get out from work Monday. Not knowing that she wasn't working no more either.
Right.
And she was like, I'm coming home, but if you want to keep her, go ahead. I said, no problem.
Right.
I don't know what to do.
Right. Okay.
I just don't know.
Just wait until she call you back again and,
Yeah, I'm praying that she call me back because she see I have been blowing up that phone and I don't know. She don't have a car, so if she's in Big D, Big D is big.
Right.
I'm on the outskirts.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But anyway, I don't know. I was just seeing, anybody have any suggestions, anything else I can do? I don't know what to do.
Well, you gotta wait until she bring, she bring her back.
That's what I said, and I'm just staying prayerful, and I just ask the Lord every day, every night, all day, to just make the baby protective somewhere safe, and just keep His loving arms wrapped around her.
Oh, yep. Yep.
But I will update you if I hear anything.
Okay.
Y'all everybody keep me in my prayers. I need strength.
All righty. We sure will.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. I'm going to make this last phone call, you guys, and I'm getting out of here, but this person done called like 7 times. So I'm going to find them real quick and call them back. And it's Sugar Mama. So hold on. Sugar Mama. She couldn't get through. I'm gonna get off of here.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello, good morning.
Hey, Sugar Mama, we still live. What's going on?
Yes, good morning, Miss SB. This is Sugar Mama.
Good morning.
I just want to bless you. I know you are highly favored. Wash with the precious blood of Jesus from the mole of your head to the sole of your feet.
Thank you.
And Miss SB, something is confusing me. First, this case started about the boys and the boys and the boys. All of a sudden, it's like personal business, who's sleeping is who, whoopty, whoopty, whoopty. We don't want to hear this junk. We don't. And my biggest thing is Miss SB, I lost my son in 2011. Let him rest in peace. I'm grieving. But if somebody come to my house and turn around and tell me, hey, your son is out there, he's alive. It's SPRD are they butt naked to take my son knowing he's dead. And I don't understand why the bio mama has not come on TV, has not been out there looking for her kids and stuff like that. You could disguise yourself, put a wig or something like that. These, at the end of the day, these are your boys. You didn't just go up in syrup and bam, open up your feet and these kids came out. You had to suffer to get these kids. And on your channel is a no-nonsense channel. We speak about the boys.
Right. You know what? I think I can't speak for her, but you know, we've been in contact with Ryan. We made contact. And we asked her that question. It's almost like what Trezell and Jacqueline thinks. If anybody come out and say something, you know, they're going to be attacked. And you know what? And we've showed them that. Even when a YouTuber come out and say something, they start getting attacked. John Walker say something, he gets attacked. Brian Wayne say something, he gets attacked. So yeah, I get it that they probably feel that way, that they're going to be attacked. You know, we even offered her, well, I won't even let nobody say anything or anything. But you know what? We'll talk about that at 5 p.m. tonight. If I don't get the call, I'll just share. I mean, it ain't a lot, so don't get your hopes up high, you guys. It's not a lot, but I will share what her answer was to that tonight. I will share it because we asked her that question, and I will share what her answer was. I don't know. See what I'm saying? I'm kind of caught. I don't know. What did you say? My phone keeps going over to my Bluetooth for some reason, and I don't know why.
I said that if these kids are alive, whoever is holding them ransom, they're looking at more time than the jail cell. Like we have a saying, the jailhouse is cleaner than the health department. Well, it's the other way around. And I want to thank you and bless you and your mom.
Well, thank you. Happy Cinco de Mayo Day.
Good. Hey, I'm eating all the tacos for you.
I'm gonna go get me some tacos. You know, we were gonna have, because I got this new meat tenderizer. So my husband's loving them steaks, but I was gonna do him a steak. But since today is Cinco de Mayo Day, I think, I'm gonna go get some tomatoes because I got everything else. I only need some tomatoes. And
okay.
We're gonna have some tacos today.
And put your foot in it, Miss SB, and I love you. Like they say, Bamba gonna bite them.
Bamba gonna bite them, right?
Love you, Miss SB, and your mouth, and keep up the good work.
I love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, you guys, we're gonna get off of here. I'll see you guys at 5 p.m. Central Time. I gotta get the things out to the people that won. We're still going to talk about the same thing. This will be part 2 coming tonight at 5 p.m. Central Time, you guys. All right. Be good. Be safe. And you guys, be nice to each other. Bye.
Hey family, let me share with you what Nora's Closet has on her racks right now. You guys are going to love this. Everything that a woman loves. We're coming into 2021. She has your Versace, she has your Gucci, and your authentic handbag. She also has your perfume. If you guys are looking for Chanel or CK or Gucci, this is the place to be. Make sure when you go over there, tell her SP News sent you. You're not going to regret it. Are you a Warriors for Children and she'll work with you? You can walk on the runway with this one, you guys. I guarantee it.